3, 2, 1. Hello. Oh, I'm not in front of my microphone. Hi. Hello, Gleason Podcast. I'm back. And I have a special guest this time instead of Blake. Would you like to introduce yourself, special guest?
Oh. Hi. I'm Dakota. What's up?
New hire Dakota over here. There's a very special reason why. Well, first of all, this is the Halloween special. The very spooky, scary, scary Halloween special for the Gleason for the GPAC Podcast. If I could talk.
I believe in you.
I believe in myself too sometimes.
Yeah,
but not too much.
We're so spooky. We got costumes on.
I know. We're in costume. I'm Jesus Christ. This is not my actual Halloween costume, but I don't have my Mario costume ready. So I am Jesus Christ again. I was Jesus Christ last year. I've been Jesus Christ for a long time.
Haven't you been Jesus Christ since like 8th grade?
Since 8th grade. I started it with my friend Braden. It was a joke with us and our French teacher that I would be Jesus for Halloween. And then he made a play on the camembert cheese. He made a camouflage bear onesie. And it was camo bear.
That's so cute.
It was a lot of fun. And I've been Jesus since, but I'm switching it up this year. So, first time in a while, I'm not going to be Jesus. And then you just had a Hatsune Miku costume on hand.
Yeah, no, I was like Hatsune Miku for like no Halloween. I actually got this for like my friend's like cosplay birthday party this year. Yeah, it was in the middle of February.
Interesting.
So, yeah, but I might be Hatsune Miku
for Halloween.
For Halloween or a cat maid.
Or a cat maid. Those are very interesting options. Very in stark contrast, I think, to Jesus Christ and Mario. But anyway, we've been ignoring the elephant in the room.
This isn't an elephant. This is a board game.
You're right. I've been ignoring the board game in the room. It's Halloween. And what do you do on Halloween but something kind of scary?
Woo!
Wow! Scary. So we have here our very own Luigi Ouija board.
A Ouija board?
So Blake refuses to do a Ouija board at all.
Absolutely.
At all. Blake's involvement in this is that he's not going to watch this when it's uploaded. He's not going to help me edit it. He is in no way involved with the recording of this, which, by the way, the setup was like totally torn down, and then putting it back up, I forgot to get something to record the microphone audio. So we had to run to Zen's office across campus to Shaw Hall to get the Zoom so we can plug in the microphones, just like I used to do with Rena last semester. Yeah. It's been a while since we've used the Zoom because me and Blake have been experimenting with other audio setups, but we didn't. They all relied on the studio camera, which I did not grab for this. I grabbed the Pocket Cinema because the studio camera set up for something else. Jeff said I could take it, but this was already in a road case ready to go. Yeah. So, anywho, before we crack this open, you're the first guest star for season 2 of the podcast.
Yay!
So you've made it. You're now.
I'm so cool.
You're the first guest star to get here. So how about you tell us how just your experience with Gleason so far, what you've thought?
I don't know. It's like I love it. Like
you love it.
I've been doing like tech stuff in general for like 4 years now, and I don't know. It's like I get to like do stuff I like love, and I'm like so excited about it. Like I'm happy to work, which is like a sentence a lot of people like don't say.
I know. That's something I found too with Gleason is that I actually look forward to my shifts, whereas a lot of people are like, oh man, I have work today. Whereas like, yes, I get to see Jeff. It's just such a fun work environment. It's like, very involved.
There's like something new. Like I got to play with like the little backpack rig because we were figuring it out.
No, there's always something new there. It's so cool.
I felt
just
like
constantly learning.
Put like a little mount, like the little treadmill, and there's a little thing at the end.
You want to like carrot and stick carrot and stick, but like I know what you're talking about. The carrot on a stick.
Yeah, that's why I felt like holding the camera.
You want a carrot on the stick, the backpack rig?
Yes.
We'll put we'll flip it around so it's like faces behind you. We'll put a Ouija board on it, and then we'll have Blake wear it, and he'll run away from it. I think that would be perfect.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it'd be infinite. We'll like hook them up to a hamster wheel and a generator, and that's infinite power. It's just Blake running away from the Ouija board. Not in all seriousness, but it just as a note, we are going to use this.
Yes.
If so many people have said they're not going to watch this episode because of the Ouija board, so if you don't want to watch us use a Ouija board, you're in the wrong place. You should probably leave.
Don't worry. I'll like cleanse this video somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure out something. We'll convene on it during the week we have to edit it. How to clean it.
Just
hopefully it's not too bad. I'm sure the ghosts here are very nice. I mean, they're like STEM majors, so they can't be that bad. I hope. Maybe
we can talk to like the Gleason ghost.
The Gleason ghost. They keep talking about the Gleason ghost. I think his name is, oh no, I forgot the name of the Gleason ghost. I think it starts with an O. I think I was told about it like once. It's Ouija. We're gonna talk to Ouija himself. He haunts Gleason, or Woja, or YG.
There's like,
we're gonna find out. There's such fun questions on it. Let's start with the box, because I've never. At first, I bought this specifically for this. It's still in the plastic wrapping. We're gonna have some like ASMR unboxing in a moment.
But very standard.
Very standard. $14.
Unfortunately, there's a pink one.
There's a pink one?
Yeah, it's like baby's first Ouija board. Like it's bright pink, and like this is like purple or pink.
Baby's first. I would love a baby's first Ouija board. Baby's first time communing with the afterlife.
But anyway, this is the back.
That's the back. Let's look at some of the questions. There's some fun questions on here. Will my parents let me go to the concert, and what should I wear? I'm not sure if you were a ghost in the afterlife. Imagine you've been dead for like 40 years, and some punk ass kid is like, "Man, is my mom gonna let me go out tonight?"
Is my mommy? Does Tommy know I like him? This ghost probably doesn't even know who Tommy is.
This ghost knows who none of you are. If you're contacting them through the Ouija board for the first time, how is the ghost supposed to know who Tommy is? How are you supposed to know who you are? And also, why does he care? This is why in all the Ouija movies, or all Ouija media, people just get tortured and destroyed by the ghost. Is because they keep berating them with useless questions. I'm gonna ask how to gain power and destroy Blake. I'm not gonna destroy you, Blake. I promise. Blake is so.
You're talking to him as if he's watching this.
Oh, you're right. Blake's not gonna watch this. I can say whatever I want. Blake, you're done. You're gone. Good as gone, Blake.
Will I pass my history test? Dog, why aren't you asking the ghost the actual history?
Could you imagine cheating on a test via a Ouija board?
Tell me what answer 15 is.
Could you? I would honestly. I need to pull up to an exam one day with a Ouija board and start asking it the exam questions and see if the professor will kick me out. Am I allowed? Is that against the rules? It's not a phone. It's not notes. It's just the alphabet. Cause
they say no electronic communication.
No electronics. There's no electricity here. This is a genuine board game. I gotta try that. I should try that for my physics exam because I think Smith would let that fly with me. I think he'd let me pull out a Ouija board and be like, "How do I take an integral of a voltage equation?" And he's gonna be like, "Ooh," and he's gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
He just walks by. What?
Okay. Let's read. Are these rules on the back that are below this?
How does it work? Whether you call it a Ouija or a Ouija board. It spells fun.
It spells fun. I think it spells Ouija, but
just ask it a question and see what the mystifying oracle will reveal to you.
They refer to it as an oracle. I thought it was supposed to be a ghost.
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm supposed to call this thing.
Sit opposite to your partner. Good enough.
We're close enough.
With the board between you and your fingers, slightly touching the message indicator. One of you will ask a question and concentrate very hard on the matter at hand and wait for the indicator to move. And it will begin to reveal its answer through its message window. If nothing happens at first, try and ask another question. I'll allow 1 to 5 minutes for an answer to come. Will it tell you yes or no? Will it give you a number or spell out an answer? For decades, decades. When did this come out?
I have no idea. I have no idea when Ouija started.
I think it was like in the 60s or something.
Probably. Seems like a 60s creation. You go outside, play Ouija and lawn darts.
Yeah. What will you do with the information it reveals to you in the mystifying oracle? Ouija. It's only a game. Isn't
Ouija.
it? Contents. Sturdy Ouija board with original graphics and plastic message indicator. Caring for your Ouija board.
I know. How do I care for it?
It's like a pet. You gotta take care of it. You gotta feed
it's
it.
like one of those whatever pocket pet things. I forget what they're called. Tamagotchi. Yeah, it's my Toma Ouija.
Before use, wipe with a soft, dry cloth to remove dust and moisture. Do not store in a damp place. You know what? Understandable.
Whatever. I think we got the point across. I think we know what we're getting into. I think it's time we crack this open. If you fear the power of the Ouija, or however you pronounce board,
Thank you for
watching.
Thank you for watching.
But I'd suggest leaving. So goodbye to you all. For those remaining, let's see if we can get scared for Halloween. I'm gonna crack open ASMR. Let me get this right in front of my microphone. ASMR Ouija board unboxing for you guys. I'm sure that's deeply satisfying to listen to.
No, it's ASMR. You have to talk like really quietly for some reason.
Alright. That's all you get. And I gotta make sure I throw this out later.
And now,
Fresh smelling Ouija
for the
board.
moment we've been waiting for.
Woo. Woo. Whoa. There it is. So neat.
Okay.
This is like the classic design. The first result, I bought this on Amazon. The first result wasn't even this, but this is what I think of when I think of a Ouija board.
And that's it.
That's it. That's all you get the Ouija and the Ouija. That's probably what it's meant to be. How do you actually? You know what? I did not look up how to start. I should have looked up a guide.
Yeah.
Oops. Why not? Let's pull up the Ouija guide right now, because I'll just have it on my phone and we'll read off of there. So let's see. How do I spell Ouija? Ouija board rules rules probably. How do I start this? All right, I'll pull up the WikiHow article. I think that'd be fun. Okay, so things you should know. Create some ambiance by lighting candles, burning incense, and turning off the lights. Well, all we have is studio lighting. I think that's ambiance enough.
We have Mr. Bones back here.
We do have Mr. Bones, too. It said invite at least one friend. We have 2 friends each here. Got Mr. Bones and each other. And then we have to start with yes-no questions. And keep asking questions until the spirit stops answering. Say goodbye to end your Ouija session. But how do I start it?
Yeah.
Pick a quiet place. Cleanse your space. Place your Ouija board on the table. Done.
We're already ahead of the game.
Alternative, you can try balancing the board on your legs. I feel like you could just put it on the floor at that point. Whatever.
Or it's sensitive and it doesn't want to be on the floor.
We're not going to light candles in here. No. I don't think Jeff would appreciate that, especially with the smoke alarm. We're also not going to burn incense. We have the lights off, minus the studio lights. Okay, please just tell me how to start asking this thing questions.
They like ambiance.
Invite at least one friend to... I already read this. Ask someone to take notes if you have more than 2 people. Oh, I guess I could pull up the notes app on my phone. Sit in a circle around the board. Yeah, it's close enough. All right, place your index and middle fingers on the planchette. Apparently that's what that's called, is a planchette.
Message indicator.
Message indicator planchette. Lightly touch it so that you aren't accidentally moving it. And then position your planchette over the G on your Ouija board to get started. So right over the G. We'll have it there for now. Don't overlap your fingers. Okay. Pick a medium to lead your session. What? And they'll lead the questioning. If any of you are anyone use a Ouija? Okay. You pick someone to start is what you're saying. Welcome positive spirits into the space. It's time to meet some ghosts. To protect yourself, state out loud that you're only open to positive energy.
Positive energy.
Positive mental attitude, positive vibes only with the Ouija board. That's
Only
all that's allowed.
Good vibes.
Only good vibes from Ouija here. All right, from our oracle. We can encounter a friendly spirit. And then ask if there's a spirit with you. And then you wait for an answer, which could take a little time.
On the box.
You may have to repeat the question a few times.
Maybe they're a little hard of hearing.
Maybe. It could be. Maybe it's like maybe it's Blake's spirit projected here, and Blake's spirit would be a bit hard of hearing.
That's foul.
I'm sorry, Blake. I know you're not watching at this point especially, but I'm sorry. And then you have to start with easy yes or no questions.
Easy questions.
Some spirits are stronger than others. You don't know who you might get. So you have to say, stuff like, can you hear us? Blah, blah, blah. And then when the spirit answers you, they'll slide the planchette to point at different letters. Call out each letter to help you keep track of what the ghost is spelling. Okay. And then keep asking questions until the spirit stops talking or you get scared. Your Ouija board seance can be as long or as short as you like. Okay.
As long as you say
Ask questions
goodbye.
like, what's your name? How old are you? Blah, blah, blah. Be skeptical about what the board tells you. What? And then it's like the example they're giving is the ghost tells them that there's a pot of gold hidden under the tree. So the ghost may lie to us.
He's just a silly Billy ghost.
I don't know. I think the ghost is going to tell me there's copper in the walls here.
No, not
and
copper.
I could tear it out. It's free. No. Oh, I probably can't keep. I could probably keep that in. Anyway, you have to say goodbye to end the session. So don't ghost your new spirit pal. That's so clever. WikiHow. Just tell me how to play the game. Plus, have your mute state out loud. They're ending the session and say a friendly goodbye to the spirit and move the planchette so that it's hovering over goodbye on the board. Then you have to move it to goodbye yourself.
Yeah, you gotta go.
You
goodbye.
tell the ghost goodbye.
Yeah, no, I kind of remember this from like my baby shows, A Vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks they canceled that, but yeah, they like had a Luigi board episode for some reason, and like all I remember is them just saying goodbye. I think they I think it's actually the first episode of the second season. It only had 2 seasons.
Oh, still curious though.
I don't remember if it's on Netflix.
That's the whole tutorial. So we have it on G, and we have to start with welcoming positive spirits and then asking them if they're with us, which may take time. I'll pull up the Notes app on my phone so you can record verbal answers, letters.
Numbers, letters.
I suppose. Okay, so pointer middle on the planchette. And now I welcome any positive spirits in the Olin Engineering Complex.
Or any Florida Tech.
Or any Florida Tech building to communicate with us now.
Good vibes.
Good vibes from the Florida Tech ghosts.
Yes.
Okay. And then I have to ask, are there any spirits with us now? Right? Did I ask that right?
Yeah. Take your time. Don't worry.
Yeah. Take your time. But are there any spirits with us? If there is a spirit with us right now, please communicate with us through the Ouija board.
You're gonna if you're a little confused, you're just gonna move that to yes.
Move. Oh, he's thinking about it. Move the planchette to yes if you're here. If you're not here, move it to no. He's still thinking about it. Oh, and my Notes app totally just closed. I'll just have this off to the side for now then. If there's any spirits with us, please show us on the board. Is there another example question on how to ask that? I just keep saying the same thing over and over. Oh, is there anyone here now? Oh. I can feel him believing. Are there any ghosts? Okay, that's what I can also ask. Are there any ghosts that want to speak to us? I'm really yelling into this microphone. I'm totally blasting it out right now. I'm supposed to be yelling to the ghosts.
I believe you, ghosts. Come on.
I believe in you, guy. Girl, whoever. I use guy as a general term
Yeah.
to refer to anyone. I'm from New England.
I use y'all.
Y'all? I say you guys.
No. When you live in Florida for as long as I have, y'all's kind of in your vocabulary.
Y'all's in your vocab?
Yeah.
That's more of a Texas thing. Oh,
More of a southern.
that's just my arm. Or I guess, yeah, it's more of a southern thing, not a Texas thing. I don't know why I thought that. All right. Is there anyone in the room with us now?
Any friendly little guys?
Is there any kind of neat, nifty ghosts that would like to mention anything? Oh, they're thinking about yes. We're thinking about yes right now. Okay. The ghosts are telling. There is a ghost here with us right now. We're going to yes. How neat.
Let's go.
So we have a ghost with us in the room right now. I forget what I'm supposed to ask next.
You asked like yes or no questions.
Yes or no questions. I didn't think I'd get this far. Well, I did, but I didn't think about any questions because I'm silly like that.
Was PDH food? No. I can't think of a yes or no question there.
What about, were you a student here? Let's
Yeah.
start simple. You know, if they go from yes to yes, do you really know?
Yeah.
I guess they're a student here. Maybe. Possibly. They're a student here.
We're assuming.
We're assuming they're a student here. I mean, he stayed at yes. He didn't say no.
No.
Or they didn't say no. Next question for the Ouija board. I'm filling up the WikiHow example questions. This is too stressful for me. Okay. So, why is can you hear us an option clearly? Okay. And I don't think they lived here. Did you study in the Olin Engineering Complex? If they're a student, that's probably yes still.
Yeah.
Well, I got to figure out a no question. What question are they probably going to answer no to? If they're here and they're a student here and they studied here, were you a psychology major? Might be a little too specific for him. I don't know how this works.
I don't know how it works either.
All right, Ghost. Were you a psychology major? If you really did study here at Olin Engineering Complex, I struggle to believe that you were for psychology. Because that's a whole nother building. Unless maybe it wasn't back in the day. Who knows?
Maybe like sometimes they make you take classes and all of that.
True. You get some of your general.
Oh?
No, I don't think he was a psychology major.
No.
No, he definitely was not. So we do not have a psychology major on our hands. I lift my arm off the table. I'm like cutting off blood flow to my fingers.
Yeah, I'm lifting my arm up.
All right. Next yes no question. How about, so he's not a psychology major. They're here. You know, I keep trying to going between he and she. Are you a guy? I just said I use guy as a general term, but are you a male?
You.
Is your gender past tense when you die?
Well, I don't think so, no.
All right, Ghost. Last chance. Were you a guy? Or a man, a male, however you want to refer. Okay.
We're dealing with the ghost dead.
We are dealing with a female student, not a psychology major, of years gone by, many moons ago, psychology major.
Women in STEM?
Women in STEM. Okay, I think we've warmed up the ghost to some yes-no questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What year did you start here? Ghost.
Come on, bud.
Come on. What year did you start at Florida Tech? What year did you start studying? Like your admittance year? All right, we're going over to the numbers. That's a good sign. At least our ghost knows that. That's how not that you have to spell out a year with numbers. So I mean, of course they're educated. They went to Florida Tech, so they were of higher education.
I mean, unless they want to be like.
All right, we have a 1.
They want to be like a little silly Billy, and like spell it out letter by letter.
9. 6. 8. 1968. So that's a long. That's only like a decade after the school opened.
Is it?
The school is pretty new. What year was Florida Tech founded? Let me look this up.
I think that was when they were founded.
No, I could have sworn they were founded in the 50s. Florida Tech founded when? No, 1958. So
Okay.
it is a decade after Florida Tech opened was when this ghost started here. So very early on, women in STEM.
Slay.
Honest. We have a very, very neat ghost here. This ghost was slaying in 68 here at Florida Tech. So good on you. Not a psychology major either. Nothing against psychology majors, but
It's not the.
I tried to get another yes or no question. That was probably a no. I mean,
Yeah.
who was coming here in 68 to major in psychology? It wasn't. They probably didn't have the psychology college, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's a newer addition. Such as the osteopathic college they're adding now. Okay.
I heard about that.
What else do you want to know about our ghost?
How old they are?
How old they are?
Yeah.
Sure. Does that count how old were they when they died or how old they are now?
I guess.
Well, I guess how old they are
I guess now.
now? Okay. All right, ghost. How old are you now? If you were still alive, how old would you be?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
All birthdays.
All birthdays.
Take your time.
Take your time. How old were you? Or how old are you currently, if you were alive? If you remember your birthday. If you're intending in 68, pretty old.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. How old are you, ghost? Oh. Have a bit of a shuffle. We're going over to the 9.
Good lord.
Damn.
Nothing bad on that though.
No, nothing bad on that. And that's all. Is that all she wrote? You know, the first digit may have been 8, maybe 89, because we were resting on 8, and I think that would make sense.
Yeah.
If you were attending here in 68, if you're 89 now, let's see, we can do some math here. We're going to learn about our ghost a little. So they're 89 now.
Yeah.
And there's 2023. Let's find their year of birth would have been 1934. And attending here in 1968 minus 1934, they would have been 34 when they started attending here. Isn't that nifty? Which I think was a bit more common back then.
Really?
Not necessarily go straight from high school to college, I think.
Yeah.
I think college, like going the high school to college pipeline started becoming more normalized, I think, going later into the 20th century.
Yeah, because a lot of jobs are like.
Yeah, a lot of jobs are like, we need a bachelor's degree now.
Yeah. Before then, you could get anything what you wanted with 25 cents.
It could be 25. It could cost you a nickel and a smile. That was the cost of groceries back in the day. It was a nickel and a smile.
Just a nice smile.
If you didn't smile, it was 2 nickels. So it was always important to give the cashier a smile. That's why they were so happy back then. But now I need to study at Florida Tech to get my software engineering degree so I can afford an apartment. I bet this ghost didn't live in an apartment. Whatever. We got more questions for him. Let's figure out what we got here. Why I pulled out my phone like I have questions on there. I really don't.
No, we kind of were like...
Arm off the table. We're thinking. What else do we ask our ghost here? Thinking.
Should have really prepared questions.
We really should have prepared questions. I really went into this like, ooh, Ouija board. And as soon as I got it working, I was like,
what do you ask?
What do you ask a ghost? I mean, it's like, you already died. Not to be rude or anything. I know you're like listening in on this.
Like, we can't really ask any like current questions. Like,
I know. It's like, what's your opinion on the new Spider-Man game that just dropped? It's like, I don't think they'd really know.
Yeah, no, unless they're like watching somebody.
If you're in the afterlife, would you like just tune in to like what people are up to keep up to date? It's like, see what the new cool thing is with the kids. Watch some Spider-Man gameplay through a bedroom window.
Do you think ghosts have like some like ghost internet?
The interweb, I'm trying to think of a clever way to phrase that, but I would hope they have some kind of internet, ghost web, that's not happening. Ghost tube. Just start replacing words with ghost. That'll get them. That's probably what they do up there.
Yeah.
Let's see. How about we ask them? All right. Did you live in Shaw Hall? We'll go back to a yes or no. Did you live, Mrs. Ghost? Did you live in Shaw Hall? One of the infamous residence halls, Shaw. Did you live there? We actually had to run to Shaw Hall because that's where Zen's office is.
Yeah.
I mean, we mentioned it earlier. But really, we had the camera set up. We had the microphones on the table with cables.
Everything was ready.
Everything was ready. And then I was like, oh, we can't plug the microphones right into this camera. It doesn't have XLR ports on it. Because I'm used to the studio camera. Oh. Ooh, we're moving. So Zen's office is all the way in Shaw. And we have to pass not only all the academic buildings.
There's also a Pride event happening.
There is. We had to walk through a Pride event to get there. And yes, our ghost did live in Shaw Hall.
Yeah.
Isn't that neat? I mean, kind of unfortunate. Shaw Hall is not... I wouldn't consider Shaw Hall very homey, but they live there. So that's pretty neat. Very cool. So we have our female student studied here. Mm-hmm. Was not a psychology major.
Probably an engineering major.
Probably an engineering major. Started here in 1968. Is currently celebrating being 89 in the afterlife. And yeah, started studying here 1968, which they were 34. So far we have an interesting profile for this ghost. Now we have to think of what else we want to ask them. Certainly lived in Shaw. What would I want to know about campus life from 1968? Or just engineering programs. I also don't know any questions I'd ask that they could spell, because those seem like they'd be kind of like, what would I really ask? It's like, do you remember the fundamental theorem of calculus? I mean, don't answer that. I don't want to remember. Instant no. But I'll ask them to write out the fundamental theorem of calculus. It'll still just go to no.
No.
That's a long gone question. or long gone knowledge. I forgot about it immediately after the quiz I took in Calc 1 for the fundamental theorem. I memorized it for that quiz, and then it was gone. There was no more.
No, I have a lot of my tests are like, oh yeah, I got this. After the quiz,
gone. I got to make more room. Got to do more thinking.
Exactly.
All right. Let's come up with another question. I gotta see the time. Okay, we are approaching 7:30. I think we come up with another good question or two, and then we sign off with our ghostly ventures.
Yes.
So how about
we can ask if they were a pilot.
We could ask if they were pilot. Well, let's get it off the yes no first, then we can ask that question. How about we ask, what is the first letter of your first name? Let's just go there.
Ooh, letters.
Letters. We can go to letters. Oh, we're going. Let me move my arm's kind of in the way there. I keep trying to like rest on the edge of the table, and it keeps cutting off blood flow to my arm. So I keep putting my arm there. Is that landing on S?
Yeah, looks like it does.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to move it much.
Right. Yeah, it happens. So we landed on S. So the first letter of their first name is S. Interesting. I don't know if I'm going to challenge the ghost to spell out a whole name. Might take a while. What if they're named like Sri Lanka? Like
that's a country.
I know it's a country, but it could have been their name.
True, I do know someone named America.
You know someone named America?
I know 2 people named America, actually.
That's impressive.
And I know one person named Scotland. I know one person named Austria. I know one person named Holland. So
the chance of this ghost being named Sri Lanka is not 0, and I don't want Sri Lanka spelled out right now.
Yeah, no, actually the 3 countries I just named, they're all siblings.
They're all siblings?
Yeah, they're all like brother and sister.
So it's just a whole household of the world map.
Yeah, no, like their parents are like named like, I think one of them is named like David or something.
Okay, so you have like America of Austria.
No, so they're the siblings are Holland, Austria, and Scotland.
And David.
And like that, no, like that's like their parents' name. Like their parents.
Oh, and their parents are just named David.
Yeah.
But they just decided that they were going to name their kids after just a bunch of countries?
Yeah.
Do they have any affiliation with these countries?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, let's give our ghost one last good question. We wanted to know about I was about to say pilocy, but I don't know if you can refer to, if that really means being a pilot. It's a word I made up. Mrs. Ghost, were you a flight student here? Were you trying to be a pilot?
Oh.
It's moving. Oh. Were you a pilot, Mrs. Ghost? Ooh.
Oh.
I think that's pretty telltale sign. I'm trying to follow this thing. No, our ghost was not a pilot. Well,
I mean, it wasn't really common back then for like women to be pilots.
I don't think it was. I mean, I don't know the numbers, but I'm going to go out on a limb, and I don't think it was that common. It's impressive we got a woman ghost at all at the engineering school.
Yeah, no, that is very impressive.
That is impressive. Very cool of you, Ghost, to be attending Florida Tech way back in the day as a pilot. Or not as a pilot, and not as a psychology major either.
Should we do one more question to ask if it was an engineering student?
Sure. All right, Mrs. Ghost, were you an engineering student here at Florida Tech? STEM major of any kind? Yeah. All right, then. You know, for 68, that's pretty cool. That we got a female engineering. Yeah, female STEM student, STEM major. All right. Isn't that so nifty? Well, 7:30 is just, the clock has just struck 7:30.
It's like
the witching hour for when I was in elementary school, because that was almost bedtime.
Really?
No.
When did you go to bed in elementary school?
I think it was 8:30, to be honest. I had I had a really early bedtime.
Mine was like 9, 10 o'clock maybe.
Well, I had to be to bed early so I could get up.
I got
school
up.
is not that early.
I
Though.
got up at 6.
For elementary school?
Yeah. So like my parents worked like
Okay.
rather early, so I had to go to extended day, and like extended day opened at like 7. So my parents would be like, "We'll just take you at 7." I'm like, "Okay." And they would get ready the same time I like, you know.
The same time you were getting ready for elementary school. That's wild.
Because like, you know, I was like 6, so they would like help me get ready.
Yeah.
And while they were helping me get ready, they got ready themselves.
I think I got up for elementary school at like 7:30.
Yeah, no, I woke up really early. Some days it would be like 5 o'clock.
5.
Yeah, no.
I could not fathom. Actually, no. As a kid, I could get up really early, really easily.
Yeah, no. As a kid, I woke up at like 5, 6 on the weekends willingly.
No, I did. I remember I used it to get more time on my Wii or Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And then I'd get yelled at for being up so early to play video games.
Yeah, no, I got that too. But Mom, I want to play Mario Party 2.
I need more time to play Mario Galaxy. All right. I think we have to, so to sign off, we have to tell the ghost goodbye and then move this thing to goodbye.
Yes.
So thank you for talking to us, ghost.
Farewell.
Farewell, so long, adieu, and goodbye. Let's move this here. Oh, that's kind of awkward, but you can do that.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And we let go.
There we go.
We did it.
That's a Ouija board for you. Thank you for tuning in to our very special Halloween episode. Woo. I hope you were as scared as I was. I was absolutely shaking.
Shaking in my boots.
I was hiding it on the lower half of my body, but Dakota could tell you my head was like a metronome for the past half an hour.
Like the little leg shakes you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just if you like scoot up enough, our legs like they don't exist.
No, I actually don't have legs. That's why the table's there. It's embarrassing. But yeah, so that's all. We have, first of all, not only did we finally do a Ouija board, we did a Halloween-themed episode in costume, and we had our first guest star, Dakota.
Yay!
So we're finally getting guest stars on the... Oh, I punched the microphone.
Don't
we finally had guest stars.
Yay!
Let us know in the comments below. First of all, would you do a Ouija board? What questions would you ask? And then, how about your Halloween costume this year? You better have one. Halloween requires a costume.
Doesn't matter how old you are.
It doesn't. No. Halloween should still be fun. Get a costume. Be cool.
Be swag.
Be swag, like us at the GPAC Podcast. What? Anyway, that we're gonna, now we said goodbye to the ghost. Now you can say goodbye to us, because we're signing off. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Woo.
Yippee.